Oops. Up off that. Yeah. Yeah. Up off that. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. All right, man. Look. Hold on. Let me get this right here. Look at who we have here. Who we got here? BK, what's going on with you? Who else we got over here? Fernando, what's going on with you? So this thing here is just getting the best of me. Sully, what's going on? Oops. All right, man. Look. First, I want to say this. This here. I forgot to work on this last night. Oh my goodness. We'll get all this together. I may have to just turn my head. Can everybody hear me just fine? I unplugged some stuff yesterday. Let me make sure everything is cool today. What else we got? Let me see. Up off net. Let's go. Hit the Tyson bell. And that's the black 2 sugars. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to discuss today. We'll be discussing, well, it's not a whole bunch, but I want to say a lot about it. We'll be discussing Anthony A.J. Joshua. We have not been given Anthony A.J. Joshua enough of his roses to smell them. Let's talk about AJ. Let's talk about a few things about AJ. Let's talk about how AJ may just be the #1 boxing star in the world. Oops. AJ, he has the belts. AJ, he has a whole country behind him. AJ is extremely marketable. AJ has a great resume. AJ has improved on his boxing ability tremendously. AJ is addicted, not just focused, but addicted to the game. And AJ has the heart to take on all comers, taking on the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, for undisputed. This guy, Anthony A.J. Joshua, not only is he having the big fights, but AJ has put guys on a pedestal like Andy Ruiz. That guy, no one knew where he was. Put him on a pedestal. He drops AJ. He beats AJ. AJ comes back and knocks him off his pedestal. And Anthony A.J. Joshua, he has been doing a whole bunch. And not only is he having the big fights, like I just said, but Anthony is also taking care of mandatories. Anthony is knocking them down one heavyweight at a time. Hold on, let me close this. Let me close this real quick. Let me close this. Make it easier for it. There you go. Opening things up a little bit. Everybody hit the like button. We got 174 people in here. We only got 35 likes. Don't forget to hit the like button. As soon as you step in, just hit the like button. I want to, and I'm seeing people say Canelo now. We'll talk about that. We'll debate that. We'll also debate Anthony A.J. Joshua versus Tyson Gypsy King Fury. Let's give that a strong debate. And we have to talk about what Eddie Hearn said, how Anthony A.J. Joshua could possibly take on Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder 2022. Hit the Tyson bell. Another thing we got to talk about, we have to talk about Conor McGregor. I hear Big George Foreman said Conor McGregor can beat Manny Pacquiao. Big George Foreman said Conor McGregor can beat Manny Pacquiao if he focused on boxing for a half a second. What do you guys think about that? Also, we got to revisit what I said about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Oscar Valdez. Gervonta Tank Davis taking on Leo Santa Cruz, and how I say all those boys are the same size. We got to revisit that a little bit. And we also got to talk about how Jamel Charlo, I think it was Jamel, or was it Jamal? I know it was one of the Charlos, probably both of them, hit the Tyson bell. And Terrence Bud Crawford said, hey, Santiago beat AB, Adrian the Problem Broner. We got to talk about that. Biz, AJ has 2 whole countries behind him. AK, and what is that? What's that? New Zealand? What? Oh, Ireland? A new member, boy. I actually saw a lot from Conor. in that Floyd fight. Yeah, I saw a lot from Conor, but was that Conor being great as a boxer, or was that Conor being big and Floyd not training for the fight and just not taking it seriously, and then just knowing that he could just out hustle Conor McGregor? Hold on. Is the pressure of Shakur to make a splash in 2020? Yeah, well, it's not on like that. Okay, look, Gervonta Tank Davis is 26 years old. Okay, he's just now getting hit. He's just now starting his career. I say the pressure is on, but think about it. I mean, a lot of these guys, they're late bloomers. Okay. Forget about the days of Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston. This look at here. Look at here, bro. Look at here, bro. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to figure this one on out. Hold on real quick. Hold on, baby. There you go. There you go. Forget about Nigeria. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ricardo hit the Tyson Bell. A $50 super draw. You got to understand, man. Ricardo, thank you so much. You never say anything, and all you do is that is, hold on, wait a second, man. That was one heck of a super chat. Ricardo, he never says anything, he just supports. That was one heck of a super chat. Let me hit the Tyson Bell again. It's very hard for me to see the what's going on in the chat room. I gotta like lean forward and everything. Biz, the guy above, means Nigeria and UK behind AJ. Hit the Tyson Bell. That's right. That's right. You the man. Thank you so much. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's first talk about AJ, Anthony AJ Joshua. I think I stopped in the middle of my thought, but let's talk about it. Everybody hit the like button. Anthony AJ, is he not the biggest boxing star in boxing? Love the Muhammad Ali versus Superman comment. Man, you ain't lying. You are not lying. I mean, you want to talk about growing up on something special. That's that. Okay, that's growing up on something special. Tank versus Taylor. We ready to see more big fights. There you go. I don't know what to say because Josh Taylor is just taking on Ramirez for undisputed. So that's what we're really talking about more than Tank, right? We're talking about Taylor versus Ramirez. That's what we, right? That's what we really want. Is that Mr. T? Yeah. That's Clubber Lane right there. Wearing the BUSR.com hat. Go to BUSR.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights, like the one this weekend, Canelo Alvarez versus Yildirim, or Junior 5 versus Joseph Parker. Let me see. 12 rounds decision. I agree. Canelo is bigger for sure. Canelo is bigger for sure. Okay. Let's talk about how many of you guys think that Canelo is bigger for sure. If you think Canelo is bigger, that's one thing. But Canelo is bigger for sure. You have to be crazy to think that AJ is bigger. How many of you guys think that Canelo is bigger for sure? Just say Canelo in the war room. We all talking AJ, let's talk. If we talking AJ, let's talk. Yeah, we're talking. What I mean, I don't understand. Canelo is bigger. Canelo. No, both. One when you say which one is bigger, it can't be both. That's like that goes against the idea of bigger. So it can't be both. Canelo, no doubt. Canelo. Okay, listen. Just last year. The 3 top boxers in the world, according to finances and income, were Tyson Fury at number 1, AJ at number 2, and Deontay Wilder at number 3. Deontay Wilder and AJ was actually kind of tied, which makes sense because the glamour division is the heavyweight division, meaning that the heavyweight division is back. Handy, thank you so much. Canelo Alvarez was at number 4. But as far as combat sports, McGregor was over Canelo. Canelo was at 5 when it comes to combat sports. ShowBizz, that's because Canelo only fought once by their date. They picked. Okay. What are you saying? What are you saying? Let me ask you this. Who's bigger? In Mexico. No, how about this? Who's bigger? AJ in the UK or Canelo in Mexico? Gets more love in the UK than Canelo gets in the world. Hit the Tyson bell. Who's bigger? I'm talking about their home. Who's bigger at home? AJ in the UK or Canelo in Mexico? You think Canelo is bigger in Mexico? Tell me his last fight in Mexico. I'll wait. Tell me how many people hate Canelo in Mexico. I tell you, WBC tell me all the time. The only reason you'll say Canelo in Mexico is because you don't know what's going on in the UK. The stadiums that AJ was filling up in the UK. How much money he was making in the UK. AJ all day is bigger in the UK than Canelo in Mexico. This is what I want to know, though. What's bigger, the UK or Mexico? Let's do it like this. 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 AJ. Let's do it like this. Canelo Alvarez. Has he fought? Has he sold out any arenas outside of the United States? Who's bigger than the U.S.? We'll see. But here's the question. Has Canelo Alvarez sold out any arenas outside of the U.S.? My man said, yeah, but most of AJ fans are casuals. Here's your problem with that. Here's your problem with that statement. My man who said most AJ fans are casuals, that's just due to your ignorance, so you fill it in with guessing, right? How many Canelo fans are casuals? How many Ryan Garcia fans are casuals? How many of Canelo fans really follow the sport? I'm just asking, because boxing started in the UK. Boxing is bigger in the UK than it is in the States. You want to know how I know? Because there are more great heavyweight fighters in the UK than in the States. You want to know why that's important? Because big athletes are choosing other sports than boxing, because boxing ain't that big of a deal in the States. So when you say that AJ fans have more casuals, that's because you're filling in your ignorance with just negative comments. There are more boxing in the UK is bigger than boxing in the United States. Period. All you need to do is look at the landscape. Period. AJ is a god in the UK, and UK fans are mega, my opinion. I've been in Guadalajara, and Canelo is god there. Hit the Tyson bell. All right. How many stadiums has Canelo filled? ShowBizz, let him have it. 100%. How many stadiums have Canelo filled outside of the States lately? Question. You tell us. No, you tell me. This is a debate. This is a war room. It's not me above the community. This is the ShowBizz adult community. None. He thinks he's American now. None. How about AJ? Outside of the UK, they not ready for this point. Big bro, where's Bond? Outside of the UK, has AJ sold out arenas anywhere else? Yeah. The US, Saudi Arabia, about to do it again against Tyson Fury. AJ fight is so big, they can't even pay for it in the UK. Biggest star is AJ. Followed Canelo and Spence. All three have been a draw in multiple locations. Hit the Tyson Bell. Yep, Biz, that's true. AJ sells everywhere. He sells everywhere. AJ is a bigger worldwide icon than Canelo Alvarez in a division that is the glamour division. Will AJ Fury outsell Canelo Triple G or Canelo Floyd? Well, when you say Canelo Triple G or Canelo Floyd, you can't say Floyd because Floyd was the star there. Okay. So let's take Floyd out of that's like saying Canelo versus that's like saying AJ versus Mike Tyson. All right. So get that out of here. I got a $10 super chat. You said boxing changed. Can you equate that change to a professional basketball game where the team with the lowest points wins because they had flashier dunks and made harder 3-point shots? Fantastic point. Countries are bidding for AJ fights. Countries are bidding for AJ fights, and that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me tell you something. AJ, if you love Canelo Alvarez, that's fine, but don't call this Canelo hate, okay? I don't want you guys to call, because you guys know I'm a huge Canelo fan. I've been saying that Canelo was number one pound for pound back when Lomachenko before he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Okay, when everybody was saying Terrence Bud Crawford was number one, I was saying Canelo was number one. All right, so it's not hate to not say Canelo is great at everything. If I say who has a better jab, Canelo or Terrence Bud Crawford. If I say Terrence Bud Crawford, that's not hating Canelo. So people, I don't want people to get soft here. In a war room, we're teaching men to be men. Women are already there. If you look at the women in a war if you look at that women in a war room, women are already there. It's the men that's kind of soft here. So listen, I'm teaching you guys how to be callous, how to just, you know what I mean? Understand how to take, oh, well, hey, look, that's just objectivity. This is just somebody's opinion. You know, they're just coming from all different perspectives. I'm also asking you guys to trust me here because I have no hate towards anybody. If I think AJ is a bigger star, it doesn't mean that I'm a fanboy of AJ or that I'm hating Canelo. I just think AJ is a bigger star. That's what happened with debates. You choose a side, okay? Now, boxing moves as the heavyweight goes. Thank you. Also waiting on my giveaway prize. Appreciate you, boss man. Blessings. Hit the Tyson Bell. So listen. Anthony AJ Joshua. The question is, who's bigger, AJ or Tyson Fury? Okay. Who's bigger, AJ or Tyson Fury is on the come up, but he's not bigger than AJ, but he's on the come up. ShowBizz adult. You're so outspoken. Gotta be. Canelo is the biggest star. Well, you just stuck in your ways. That's fine. You can believe what you believe. I came with more arguments than that, though. AJ is bigger. So listen to me. This is what you have. You have a guy in Anthony Joshua, all right, who is, at least we can all agree, he's a huge star. Fury is bigger because the U.S. supports Fury. Oh, Jesus. So he's bigger because the U.S. supported Fury against Wilder. So listen. We have to understand this in the States, okay? When it comes to a global sport, we don't run it all right? We don't mean everything. We do mean a lot, but we don't mean everything, all right? With that said, all you need to do is wonder why AJ versus Fury isn't going to be in Vegas. It's not going to be in Vegas. All right. They're going to a different country. Okay. We don't run everything. Understand that. Charles, In my opinion, AJ is actually the biggest star in boxing. More want Fury to beat him, though. More want Fury to beat him. We'll see. We'll see, Charles. Thanks for the super chat, though. Oh my God. $25 super chat. Facts are in the bank. Fantastic. What else we got? Who's the better fighter? We're getting there. Who's the better fighter between who? I think Tyson Fury is a better boxer than Anthony AJ Joshua right now. I think Canelo Alvarez is, I don't even have AJ or Fury in the top 10 pound for pound. As far as skills, yeah, I think Canelo Alvarez is number 1 pound for pound in the world. I think he should be. All right, so listen. What you have in Anthony AJ Joshua is this. You have a guy who is arguably, let's just do it there because no need to have people cry over spilled milk, is arguably the biggest star in the world. You can argue that he's the biggest boxing star in the world. But he's not a prima donna. Why? He took an ass whooping in front of the world in Madison Square Garden. That humbles you, okay? I'm not sure where AJ was going before that ass whooping. All right. Obviously, he was going the wrong direction. He was in Miami partying and doing all those things when Andy Ruiz was getting ready to dribble him off the canvas. Okay. So AJ needed that butt whooping. So what you have in a guy in AJ right now is the guy who's a star, but not a star. He has been humbled and affected traumatically to where he stays gridiron. AJ. Hold on. Let me go to Die Hard Boxing. Biz, I may be biased UK, but I think A is bigger slightly because he's a heavyweight and he is definitely the most explosive guy since Tyson. Not comparing to Tyson, but he is most exciting since Tyson. I mean, as a heavyweight, well, Deontay Wilder, very exciting though, bro. But yeah, AJ is very exciting. I mean, he looks the part. He knocks you out. He's very exciting. AJ is thanks for the super chat. AJ is the biggest star in heavyweight division, but I've always felt like his star power was a little bit manufactured. So was Canelo's. He came in with the Golden Boy, came in with Oscar De La Hoya. He was, real bright skin with freckles. Nobody really with the red hair. That's why people hate him now. People think that Canelo started off with a jump start. You want to talk about manufactured. People think that Canelo Alvarez jumped off with a head start. Look at his record when he came in. Look at his record against Floyd. His record was like better than Floyd's. His record was like 50-something-0 or something. Because he got all his wins in Mexico. I think you're being biased in what you're saying. You're talking about two guys that had a lot of manufactured things going on. At least AJ came out the Olympics with a gold medal. At least when AJ came out, he represented his country and he won a gold medal. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? I mean, that's the type of manufacture that Oscar De La Hoya had when he came out as the golden boy, that Sugar Ray Leonard had when he came out with the gold medal. Like George Foreman came out with the gold medal. Andre Ward came out with the gold medal. When you come out with a gold medal, then you just come out with that head of steam that most people don't have. The thing about AJ, though, that made him a bit different is Eddie Hearn being so young and just being so hungry to make a splash. Eddie Hearn was throwing AJ in front of guys when he wasn't ready, to be honest. When you look at AJ, the way he came out, I mean, obviously he was ready. He won. But he was taking on guys and getting belts early. It was like, and obviously, I mean, he was ready for them, but he wasn't ready completely because he's just now kind of learning how to put it all together. So hit the Tyson bet. And then Canelo Alvarez, same thing. Once he got his ass whooped by Floyd Mayweather, a lot of people got sensitive about me giving that Floyd Mayweather, punching Canelo in the face, that photo away. They're sensitive because you see a picture of a loss and somehow it hurts their feelings. But really, that loss and that fight against Floyd Mayweather made Canelo the pound for pound guy today, because now Canelo is moving his head. He's humbled himself a little bit. He's gritty. I mean, you got to love that. Plus, Canelo became a star that day. Canelo went up against Floyd. He went up against Floyd, and Canelo was so much a star already that Floyd fought him. The fact that Floyd was only taking fights for big money, Canelo was big money already. at 22, 23 years old. Ryan Garcia just got turned down by Manny Pacquiao. Floyd couldn't even afford it with Canelo. So when people look at that picture and see something negative, you're hating, it hurts my feelings. You know, you're not strong enough to look at that and be like, man, that was a moment there. Hit the Tyson bell. All right. Let me see what else we got. The next voice in YouTube TV in the bank. Hit the Tyson. Speak facts, my brother. My man. What else we got? I think there was another super chat. I feel like I missed a super chat. Nothing manufactured about moving up to beat Triple G. Nothing manufactured about that part. No, there's nothing manufactured about AJ fighting Klitschko either, right? There's nothing manufactured about that, bro. Klitschko dropped him. Klitschko was serious. There's nothing manufactured about what AJ's doing either. AJ's about to fight Tyson Fury right now. There's nothing manufactured about that. Okay. Winning the gold medal ain't nothing manufactured about that. Okay. I give both of them their love. You know what I mean? I'm responding to somebody who was trying to hate. I think AJ, that AJ's career was a bit manufactured. Now I just had to check that. Die Hard. Boss, by explosive, I mean sorely explosive, a little like Tyson, and so much the power. Wilder is a big one punch, but Joshua has more to his arsenal, and he gets into it a lot. He has a combo punch. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's a good point. Fantastic point. I know what you mean. You're talking about all the way explosive. Yeah. Deontay Wilder's not that. He got the great knockout punch, but explosiveness is being able to go from 0 to 60. Who can go there the fastest, but at the same time recover? So you're talking about full. So he could throw 1-2 hooks, uppercut. That's I understand what you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying. Lennox was a goal, but he was on a slow track. Yeah. Lennox Lewis was on a slow track. Absolutely. So we got 656 people in here. Everybody hit the like button, please. So Anthony AJ Joshua, let's get back to this. You're talking about a guy who is arguably the biggest star in the world. Okay. And this guy here took a ball on, ended up collecting all the straps, fought Joseph Parker. Okay. Then he fought the guy who gave Joseph Parker a hard shot, which was Andy Ruiz. He fought him twice because he took an ass whooping the first time, okay? And Anthony Joshua was always better than Andy Ruiz. It's just that Anthony Joshua, when he dropped him, he got too thirsty, got immature. Bam! Because like I keep saying, I think he was chasing that Deontay. Plus, it was his first time in the Garden. And there's something about fighters coming from the UK to the Garden. God, there's been a few fighters too. I want to say Prince. But there's been a few fighters that came from the UK, first time fighting in the Garden and taking that L, and AJ being one of them. I have a Ring magazine that actually maps all of that out. It's just, just falling from my thought. But dribbled off the canvas, fought that guy twice. On top of that, now he's fighting the number one, the lineal champion, Tyson Gypsy King Fury. I mean, this guy's taking them all on. Tyson Gypsy King Fury dribbling Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder off the canvas. And I want to talk about Tyson Fury too, and why he's such a threat for AJ and why he could become undisputed. We could talk about that too. The more I listened, the more I understood, but personally, I'm more entertained by Errol. I think I know what you're saying. I think Brent was saying that. Brent was in the war room the other day when I was talking about that, and Brent was like, man, I feel you, but I just like the way, he's just, that's just my bag. I like the way Errol breaks you down to the body break. That's butter. Hit the Tyson bell. Butter. Like I said, I was very entertained by Floyd, but Manny Pacquiao is a better product. But Floyd's one of my top 5 favorite fighters of all time. I loved watching when everybody was like, man, this is boring, bro. I get it. I get you, me personally. But because how I personally feel, I'm not going to say Floyd was exciting in the ring. I personally, but I don't put I'm too humble for that. I don't put my personal feelings as that should represent how everyone should feel. I don't do that. Who wins? Canelo versus AJ at Bridgerweight War Room, brother. So listen, let's not. So listen. Thanks for the super chat, though. Let's talk about, oh, wait, hold on. So he takes on this mandatories. He has that long road. If Anthony AJ Joshua beats Tyson Gypsy King Fury twice, if he comes out of that smoke as the one on top, you got Eddie Hearn talking about, hey, if Deontay Wilder, I just thought about something funny. I'm gonna say it. If Deontay Wilder can get back in the ring and build that star power again, he's talking about AJ versus Wilder can happen in 2022. He still wants that fight. So does AJ. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about when Nino Brown told Pookie, hey, get yourself together. I'll probably I'll get you a job. Remember New Jack City? Remember when that's what Eddie Hearn just did with Wilder. He pulled a Nino Brown on Pookie. Like, hey, say get yourself together. Maybe I can get you a job. Yeah. So look. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm scatterbrained a little bit right now, but I'm trying to make this something of a chronological thing. Here's how I feel about Tyson Fury versus AJ, and we could go back and forth on this in the war room. Everybody get war room ready, please. This is how I feel about Tyson Fury versus AJ. It's funny how Deontay Wilder is seen as bomb squad, but that Tyson Fury ass whooping, which it was on Deontay Wilder, is a huge argument for him beating AJ, isn't it? That Tyson Fury ass whooping over Bomb Squad is a huge argument. If Deontay Wilder is such a bum, how can we in the war room keep saying Deontay Wilder is a bum, but celebrate how Tyson Fury beat him? Because he acts like it. Oh, okay. That was almost the answer. That was pretty much the answer, BK. This is what I was trying to say. What I'm trying to say is this. Wilder is no bum. That's what I'm saying. Lil Nosh. What I'm saying is Tyson Fury. This is why we got to stop hating, okay? I'm not me. I'm never a hater, but I'm just talking about anyone who does. When you go around hating, you're taking credit from your fighter. When you go around hating, you're taking credit from your fighter. Okay? I see it all the time. All right? When Keith one time, Thurman was saying that Manny Pacquiao was T-Rex arms, Manny Pacquiao was too small, too old. Then when he got his ass whooped, what did that say about you, Thurman? If Thurman were to beat Manny Pacquiao, you didn't do nothing. You beat a guy with T-Rex arms who was old and slow and done. When you sit there and call Deontay Wilder a bum, but he dropped Tyson Fury twice, one time almost permanently in the first fight. Comes one way to your way. Oh, my man, hits the Tyson. I love it. I love the stuff he says, man. It's fire. Everybody hit the like button. We got over 700 people in here. Please hit the like. We got to hit the like button. We got 1,000 people in here. If everybody hit the like button, all right, because it get busy in here. Everybody go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. Ben saying from day one, Fury got only one good name. Klitschko? Wait, hold on. What's the one good name? Book of Showbiz, 523. That's the black toujours. Look, let me tell you the truth of the matter. Okay. And Tyson Fury said it himself. He can't be a hype job with 40 KOs. Hit the Tyson bell. Man, that's a lot of KOs. I understand you say, who did he KO? My thing is, how many people have you knocked out? Knocking out a man is difficult, especially a professional fighter. Okay. It is difficult. All right. It shows that he has crazy power. He knows how to set up his power. All right. Because, like I said, Luis Ortiz is better than Wilder every day of the week. Luis Ortiz is better than Wilder every day of the damn week, bro. Because I'm gonna let you know this. I'm gonna let you know this. I know I just my man just sidetracked me, but I'll be back. But I'll let you know this. Povetkin is better than Dillian White every day of the week. It's just that Dillian White punched so damn hard that he had Povetkin. He dribbled him off the canvas twice. But Povetkin is better. So you got guys that's better than Wilder, but unlike Dillian White, they ain't getting up. When Wilder drops you, you ain't getting up. You want to know how I know? Because when Wilder dropped Tyson Fury, look at his damn face. Wilder was shocked his damn self. Hit the Tyson bell. When Tyson Fury rolls up like the Undertaker, when he rolls up like Terminator, Deontay Wilder was like, what the heck? Deontay Wilder looked at him like, his woman was, while he's blowing his kiss at his woman like, hey, he's behind you. It was like a horror movie. Hey, he's behind you. He just like, no. Don't turn your back on the open door. The door's open. Put your back against the wall. Yo, that's how you know how hard Deontay Wilder hit. He surprises his damn self when somebody gets up. Wilder's the one punch man. He's the one punch man. Hit the Tyson bell. So look, Deontay Wilder is a huge threat. He was a 10-time defending WBC champion. Tyson Fury beating him practically twice. Because in my opinion, I didn't mind the draw. I would say that forever. I didn't mind Wilder versus Fury being a draw. I didn't mind it. A new member, baby. Because what I saw was Fury outboxing him, outperforming him for more rounds. But Deontay Wilder dropping him twice. And Deontay Wilder snuck in a round or two in there, bro. Dude, if you look and watch the fight, Deontay Wilder snuck in like the second round or something. Deontay Wilder snuck in a round in there. So though I think Tyson Fury was the better fighter that night, on point-wise, it could have been a draw. Deontay Wilder definitely didn't win, but it could have been a draw. Look, so I didn't mind the draw. Tyson Fury was a better fighter, and he beat him. He outperformed him 2 different ways, okay? That is huge because Deontay Wilder is a good threat. Deontay Wilder is one hell of a threat. Deontay Wilder is a problem, okay? Tyson Fury would tell you that himself. You got to bring your A game against Wilder. You got to be on your P's and carrots all 12 rounds. Ask Luis Ortiz, who was better than Wilder. Luis Ortiz was just smoking Wilder and almost stopped Wilder the first time. But Bomb Squad! So listen. Dude, I got my speed bag signed by Bernard Hopkins and it's sitting on the floor right now. I got to get that up. Power is never going to take you everywhere, though, Biz. Never said that. You're going too far. All I'm saying is, thanks for the super chat. All I'm saying is Deontay Wilder is a huge threat. Ernie Shavers was a huge, you get it? Ernie Shavers was a huge threat. Muhammad Ali beating Ernie Shavers, that's a good win. We go with greatest or bum now. We never even give for their love. Beating Ernie Shavers is a good win. Beating Ron Lau is a good victory. Okay? Beating Ken Norton is a fantastic win. Ken Norton is a problem, bro. Beating Deontay Wilder, all you need to do is ask the guys in there. You can brush it off as Wilder as a bum. I got out of, I'm happy. I'm so happy that I got out that fight. Standing on my own too. You just don't know. We're sitting here safe and sound talking about who's a bum. So Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder is a huge accomplishment. And because of what he did against Wilder is a big reason. Well, not just that, Klitschko too. Like people have forget dog, that Klitschko win was big for me. Wilder should hire Roy Jones as head trainer. Roy knows all about being unconventional and effective. Good point. So look, I see y'all in the war room getting busy. I see y'all. That's 800 people in here. So please hit the like button. We need 400 more likes. Let's get 400. Let's get 700 likes because look how many people in here. We almost went our entire hour without getting the likes up. Let's get the likes up, man. I may have to stay on here a little bit longer because everybody's having a ball. Look at this. ShowBizz, been watching you since the car rides and the fireplace days. Love to see your evolution in the new studio. God bless. Thank you so much. Hit the Tyson bell. You guys evolved me. I did not do this. You guys did this. You guys evolved me. You guys made me quit my job. Made me. You guys inspired me to quit my job. Hey, I got 2 degrees. I got a master's degree. I had a career. But you guys are more lucrative. You guys bring more to me than my 2 degrees. So I took some steps forward. I invested with what you guys have supported. I didn't evolve. You guys evolved me. I adapted to the environment, which was created by the war room. Hit the Tyson bell. So look. Tyson Fury, what he did with the Gypsy King, Chisora, all those guys, Cunningham, all those guys. AJ, hold on. We got one more super chat. Oh, we got 2 super chats. Tyson Fury is the most superior sweet science boxing in the heavyweight division. The only way he will ever get beaten is if you knock him out simple. Well, you got to do that with Canelo too, right? You can't beat Canelo, but that's different though. Canelo, he runs Vegas. Would love to see Floyd working with Hagler or Leonard to get that athleticism up. Would love to see Floyd working with Hagler or Leonard to get that athleticism up. Oh, I know what you mean. No, Floyd was a great athlete. You're talking about the way he fought. No, BK. I think he was talking about the way he fought. I think Floyd was kind of a pot. You talking about money, Floyd? I think I know what he means. Someone tell him they retire. Hey, brother, what? Hold on. See, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful in the war room. Y'all ain't. I do. Hey, look, I have no love for y'all. Dude, I did my best, dude. Ain't nothing wrong with what he said. All right, listen. So let's do it. With everything I just said, let's do it again. Tyson Fury or Anthony AJ Joshua. Who wins and why? Must AJ knock out Fury to win? DP Biz inspired us by leaving your job. Wow. That's why we support the community. Bam. That's how we work together. We inspiring each other. That's how we work together. Fury. Yep. All right, man. Look, I got AJ. Black, 2 sugars. Wilder, who? Fury. Anthony Joshua due to body work. Yeah, well, here's my question though. Tyson Fury. Here's my question though. Is AJ a body snatcher? It is hard. That's what she said. Is AJ a body snatcher? ShowBizz, thanks for your show. You the man. Thank you so much, Andy. You know what I'm no. You know what I'm saying? Biz, can you make your intro song longer? I can, but people will complain about that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, just make it nice and short. Bloodbath, but AJ wins. Folks act like Wilder was a statue in the other rounds. People act like Wilder in the second fight is how he fights. Not exactly how he fights, bro. He didn't have the legs. How he fought in the first fight is how he fights. AJ must knock out Fury to win. Oh, a $19 super chat. You are building not only a business of boxing, but you are a voice for the community. You should become a fight promoter. Respect Joshua. Respect. Joshua has that dog plus the technical skills plus power and footwork. You know what? This is thank you so much for the super chat. This is what I have to ask you guys. Tyson Fury, does he have dog, technical skills, power, and footwork? If you guys say that Fury doesn't have power, I can kind of get it. Meant Wilder. Oh, I feel you. Oh, I feel you. He meant Wilder. Of course. Yes. You see what I'm saying? No. Technical skills, and he's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Fury is really a dog. I told you guys what scares me about Fury. I told you guys what scares me about Fury. Okay. What scares me about Fury is Fury has this weird confidence, right? It's very almost obsessive to me. AJ is building an obsession too. Hit the Tyson bell. But what scares me about his photo, what scares me about Fury is that, like I said, Fury will say things that people think is ridiculous, and he pulls it out. I am going to beat Klitschko, and he came in dressed like Batman, and he beat that guy. That I'm going to get up off the couch and beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder trying to embarrass him. Deontay Wilder trying to threaten him, trying to intimidate him, and Fury is talking right back. Ain't scared of nothing. Then after the fight, when they said draw, and Fury was shaking his head like, you kind of knew Fury won that fight. Fury says in a second fight, in a rematch, forget that. I'm going back to Crunk's gym. I'm going back to Crunk's gym. I'm about to go and walk him down and knock him out. People are like, hell no. He did it. He did it. See, that's the scary thing about Fury. We give Fury way more limitations than he gives himself. Let me tell you this. That fight against Otto Wallin, we all thought, hey, man, that cut is so bad. There's no way he's going to finish that damn fight. There's no way. I was looking at that cut like there is no way. I don't snitch, glitch, I don't care. I don't care who he had in this corner, bro. I was like, that fight's about to get stopped. Pulled it out. Pause. Look, I'm just getting real with you guys. The scary thing about Tyson Fury is that this guy has a strange confidence. What he believes in, what he believes that he can do, he does. And we put more limitations on him than he has on himself. Okay. So with that said, I think Anthony AJ Joshua I think it's his fight. How about this? It's Tyson Fury's fight to lose. Go ahead. In the war room. Go ahead. I think it's Tyson Fury's fight to lose. If Wilder couldn't knock him out, then who can? Okay, Glenn, you got that popped. All right? Let me hit the Tyson bell. You got that messed up, Glenn. Now that one right there, you got messed up. That one you got messed up. Do you guys know what I'm about to say? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how Glenn messed that up. Okay, in the war room. All right. Thanks for the super chat. All right, and Glenn's over here like, what did I say? Oh, hold on. Harold, $20 super chat. For the continuation of evolution. Hit the Tyson bow. Let me tell you how he messed that up. Deontay Wilder would have knocked him out if he was AJ. Give me a facts. Give me a facts. Deontay Wilder would have knocked him out if he was AJ. Give me a facts. You don't want to hear it? Big facts. Come on. No, big facts. You are a pilot and it's taking off for infinity. Let's go. If that's not big facts bro. For the community, facts in the bank. What? No, let me tell you, why everybody was crying about the referee, why everybody was saying Tyson Fury got the long count. It's not about him getting up. The problem wasn't about the long count at all. The problem was when Deontay Wilder couldn't finish him. Because Deontay Wilder windmills when he gets excited. If it was AJ who had Tyson Fury that hurt, the boy would have finished him. If roles were reversed, first fight, Fury gets the win. Fury seems to mentally go into his opponent's head before the fight. I would make one thing clear. Wilder isn't done yet. No, he's not done. 40 knockouts, he'll come back 100%. Everybody hit the like button. So listen, shook up the war. I shook up the war room. So listen, I'm going to say this. I think it's Fury fight to lose. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. All right. We spent a lot of time on this one, okay? So I'm going to go over a little bit. Because I'm done. Whose timing is better than Wilder? Whose timing is better than Wilder? Oh. If Fury dropped Wilder twice, gets W for sure. I used to pray for Wilder versus Joshua. Now I don't want to see that fight. Oh, I lost heart and Wilder, not the fighter I thought he was. Whew. Joshua beats Fury, in my opinion. Oh. Whew. So, listen. Let's move forward. Big George Foreman has said a lot of ridiculous things, and George Foreman is an all-time great. I've had a conversation with George Foreman on Twitter, and good guy. Good, of course, he's a good guy. We all know George. But George will go out on a limb sometimes, and when he says that Conor McGregor would beat Manny Pacquiao in boxing, that okay. But see, let me tell you something about George that I've noticed. George loves to shine the light on what he will perceive to be the little guy in a situation. George is good for that. If there's a guy that he thinks is the little guy, he look at his commentary when he commentated Roy fights and stuff like that. Look at his commentary. When somebody is talking about the guy that's the main guy, he's like, oh, but he better watch out. He better not pout. He better not cry. I'm telling you why. Okay. George Foreman always goes for the little guys, which is why when he had his top 10 greatest heavyweights of all time, I think he had Muhammad Ali like at 5, bro. Okay, it was funny. He had Joe Frazier over Muhammad Ali, and I was just like, bro, it was funny to me because George Foreman just whooped the hell out of Frazier twice. Okay, I mean, Foreman almost ruined. He probably ruined his career. All right, Foreman just destroyed Frazier twice, and Ali took everything Foreman had and knocked him out. All right, not only did Ali win, he knocked him out. He had Joe Frazier over him. All right, and Ali beat Joe Frazier 2 out of the 3 times. So that's that's where George Foreman's at. It's very, 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 very funny. But the thing is, that's what George Foreman was saying. I was in the ring with Frazier and Ali. I should know. I get you, bro. You definitely should know. You definitely should know. So I'm gonna take that for what it is. But I'm gonna tell you this though. Conor McGregor ain't beating Manny Pacquiao. Damn. Conor McGregor ain't beating Manny Pacquiao. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if it's esports boxing club. I don't care if they're playing a video game, a boxing video game. I don't care if it's fight night. I really don't care. If it has anything to do with boxing, Conor McGregor is not beating Manny Pacquiao. And that's just it. Okay, that's the black two sugars. All right, that's the bottom line because ShowBizz says so. Okay, I am not debating that or playing with that whatsoever. I don't care what y'all say in the war room. Okay, period. Let's move on. Terrence Bud Crawford and Jamel Charlo. I think it was somebody said ambulance. Hey, let's move on. I just had to do that because that was part of the boxing news this morning. I was having my first cup of black two sugars. I read that, almost spit my whole cup out. Like it was, dude. I read that, like, dude. Dude, coffee came out my nose, everything, bro. So listen. Terrence Crawford and Jamal Charlo said, which one was it, bro? Let's just do it. Some said stretcher. let's just do it. Let's just do it. Who said it? Who said it? Timothy Bradley said Canelo Alvarez isn't fighting the best. That we'll talk about that later on or something. Shakur Stevenson says Crawford is a bad style for Porter. Wow. Yes. Well, me, that's tough. Pacquiao versus Crawford, possibly overseas. I'll report that once we get something pretty more. I mean, just more cement. Hold on. I gotta see who said that. Was it Jamel or Jamal? Hold on. Jamel. So look. So Jamel and Terrence Crawford both said that Santiago, okay? What's his name? Giovanni? Santiago, that he defeated. I didn't even know the kid. I really didn't know Santiago. Never seen him. Yeah, Jamel said that. That Santiago defeated Adrian the Problem Broner. It's okay. Okay. I disagree, but that's not crazy. For you guys to send me that as part of an argument, I'm starting to get some text about some serious. All right, so for you guys to send me that to support your argument over there, that's fine. That's fine. I think Adrian Broner won. Okay, but that's okay. All right, like I said, if when they were about to call the fight, if they rose his hand, I would have. Hey, bro. Hey, Broner, you got to do better than that, bro. I would have been fine. I would have been totally fine. Okay. But Terrence Crawford said it like, hey, look, Santiago won. What do I know? All right. So I'm gonna end it with this. However long we talk about this is however long we talk about it. We at the hour mark now. Everybody hit the like button on your way out. On your way out. Wait, stay here to talk about this. I'm kicking you out on your way out, man. Hey, close the door. But no. Listen. Everybody hit the like button, please. 300 more likes is all we need. So remember yesterday when I've come to find out Leonard Ellerby said the same thing. Okay. Leonard Ellerby had a tweet where he said something like, make up your minds. Leo Santa Cruz came from 126 too. I was looking at when I said that. Okay. Everybody hit the like button, please. I was looking at when I said that. And when I said what I said yesterday was this, that Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz, okay, Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Oscar Valdez, and with Gervonta being ranked number 2, Oscar being ranked number 1 as the new WBC champion. And Gervonta Tank Davis is WBA champion, and he's ranked number 2. I said if that's a good fight against Valdez, then his victory, his knockout win victory over Leo Santa Cruz deserves more credit. That's what I said. Okay. When I said that because I'm like, hey, look, they're all fighting. If it's okay to fight Oscar Valdez at 130, who came from 126, it's okay to fight a bigger framed. You deserve credit for fighting a bigger framed Leo Santa Cruz at 130, who also came from 126. Now, what did you guys say to me about that? A lot of you guys thought I was capping, saying that Leo Santa Cruz was smaller than Oscar Valdez. Taller doesn't mean bigger. Didn't you guys say that? I thought I was dropping facts, but you guys let me know. Did you guys say that? Taller doesn't mean bigger. I know that. Tommy Hearns is taller than Mike Tyson. He's not bigger. But is that what y'all said? Biz, you're right. Thank you. Yo, subscribers hate black. My subscribers hate black fighters. So are you a subscriber? Do you hate black fighters? Stop crying. Tank skill set and power carries where he goes. Yeah, but I'm talking about the size. Let me tell you this. I just want to say this. I want to say this. Facts. That's what's up. Let me tell you this. Somebody said that Leo Santa Cruz, the difference between him and Oscar Valdez is that Leo Santa Cruz came from 120. That Leo Santa Cruz started his career lower than Oscar Valdez and Tank Davis, meaning that he's naturally smaller because he started his career at 120. You guys see that as facts? Yes or no? Just say cap or facts. I need to know. I didn't see that in the war room until I looked back at my live stream. Facts or cap? Cap. Facts. Cap. Facts. Cap. So because he started at 120, that his first couple fights were at 120, he's naturally smaller. Let me do this. Let me do you one better. Let me do you one better. When Leo Santa Cruz fought Gary Russell, I think that was like his last amateur fight. You know what weight that was? I'm going to help you out. In amateurs, when he fought Gary Russell, it was at 120. It was at 120. Shaky one, Biz. I feel you. Let me tell you this. Oscar Valdez, his last fight, you know where it was at as an amateur? His last fight as an amateur? His last fight as an amateur was at 120. Oscar Valdez, 118. Okay, he lost 2 pounds. 2 pounds. Okay. All right. He sweat that off in the sauna real quick. All right, fine. But his last fight as an amateur, Leo Santa Cruz, was at 120. Oscar Valdez's last fight as an amateur was at 120. Do you know what weight Gervonta Tank Davis' last fight at amateur was? His last fight as an amateur before he turned pro. You know what weight that was? 120. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Doc. Let me tell you something. Oscar Valdez and Gervonta Tank Davis were at the same exact size. Okay. As an amateur. All right. Leo Santa Cruz fought Gary Russell. All right. At 120. He weighed in, though, at 119. For that fight. He weighed in at 119. The night of the fight for Gervonta Tank Davis, his last fight, he weighed 56 kilograms, meaning that Gervonta Tank Davis was 123 pounds. When he weighed in his last fight, he was 123 pounds. Leo Santa Cruz, when he weighed in against Gary Russell, he was 119 pounds. When Oscar Valdez weighed in his last fight, he was 123 pounds. He was 56 kilograms, along with Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay. So what I'm saying is this, all right? All these guys are the same size. They're the same size. Gervonta Tank Davis, though, you know, what Gervonta Tank Davis is thicker because he's 5'5". He's thicker. And he can put on more weight. He can put on more weight. But so can Leo Santa Cruz. With that tall frame, Leo Santa Cruz can put on more weight. He can. But he's able of losing weight better than a lot of guys. So he can fight at the lower weight classes with that height. Okay. There's a couple guys like that. Errol the True Spence is like that. Showtime Sean Porter is something like that. Terrence Bud Crawford is like that. Terrence Bud Crawford was always the size of around Errol the True Spence. Always. It's just that Terrence Bud Crawford knew how to drop the weight. Okay. Showtime Sean Porter, he fought at middleweight when he was an amateur. Now he's fighting at welterweight. As he got older, he's in his 30s now, fighting at a lower weight class than he started off when he was in amateurs. All right. All right. So look, small bone, but that height. Okay. So let me break this down for you. Take a look at when you look at Gervonta Tank Davis, you look at his skull. He got this big melon head, okay, and he got that bone density, right? He got that, you know, he's thick. He can pack on the weight. So in his time off, he's like 160, something like that. Your boy Leo Santa Cruz, his time off, I think he's like in the 150s or something like that. Leo Santa Cruz walks around like in the 150s. He's a big kid. So I try to tell you guys time and time again, just to keep it real with you guys, since we're going over the hour, just to keep it real with you guys. Leo Santa Cruz walks around a big kid. He can drop the weight, but he walks around. He's 5'8". He walks around easily at around 155, something like that. All right. 150, something like that. Gervonta Tank Davis can get fat. He can get fat. He can 160, something like that. But he should never fight at 160. Leo Santa Cruz shouldn't fight at 155. All right. So just to keep it real with you guys, though one guy may be 2 pounds thicker, 3 pounds thicker, or something like that, they're the same. Gervonta versus Valdez makes sense. And Gervonta versus Leo Santa Cruz made sense too. It really did. It made sense enough to where that's a good win. You know, you're talking about a weight class where 3 pounds separates a weight class. All right. It's a good win. It really is. So thank you guys for showing out and showing up. You definitely showed out. Hit the Tyson bell. And that's all I got to say about that. ShowBizz don't. Tomorrow, if there's no big news, I may take tomorrow off because I've been working every day. Okay, so I worked Monday. That's usually my time off. Work, so I may take Wednesday off. Only explanation is body types are unpredictable. Yeah, because when you look at Bernard Hopkins, I always bring this up. Bernard Hopkins was able to stay at middleweight forever. James Toney was fighting at cruiserweight, heavyweight, right? You have Roy Jones Jr. He couldn't stick at middleweight forever. He had to fight a lightweight, kind of heavily muscled. A light heavyweight, I mean. King Kong have nothing on me. Thank you guys for showing up. No hate biz. When I got AJ in the Fury fight. I'm out. Huh. Man, boy, I got to get another Black Two Sugars for sure. For sure.